Good morning. I'm Sajal Stapit with Eco Agriculture International. Thank you, Dr. Gopi Chandran and team for setting a platform for further action. And the point I'm going to make has come out through the presentation of the recommendations, but I'd like this lesson to be in the forefront. And this is the lesson from the biofuels experience in the past 4 years. So 3 or 4 years ago, the countries in the European Commission made a policy of requiring certain percentage of the transport fuel to have biofuel. Now the ultimate goal of the policy was to reduce greenhouse gas emissions from transportation fuel. But the error they made was they focused on a particular technology, 5%, 10% of biofuel. What that did was created a demand for biofuel, and they didn't specify how it should be made. So what happened is there was rampant deforestation in Malaysia and Indonesia of peatlands which store a lot of carbon. So essentially, the policy to reduce greenhouse gas emissions increased greenhouse gas emissions. So when we as policymakers look into what India should do, we should keep in mind that the ultimate goal is to reduce net greenhouse gas emissions and let the stakeholders innovate, figure out what technologies work for them, and not focus on a particular technology which may or may not be applicable in a given situation. So that's the one big lesson. And then the other observation I have is in international discussions, one of the common responses from India to the developed world has been that India's per capita emission is never going to be as high as yours. So, and in a sense, it's a fair point. Like, they are in no position to tell us that when their emissions are so much higher at per capita basis. But the attitude of an eye for an eye will make the world blind. And we should learn from the living of Mahatma Gandhi himself. When the British reacted with oppression and violence, his response to that wasn't more violence. It was peaceful, non-violent protest. So India should think about how can we have a different path to development than the Western world. And I would invite Planning Commission and policymakers to keep this in mind also, so that India can be an actual leader in a new kind of development.